Hey Hillfolk friends, today I'm going to show you guys how to get started with your outsider cross stitch kit. I'm going to show y'all how to thread your needle, how to read this chart, and then how to start your first stitches. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is find the center of our cloth, first by folding it in half horizontally, and then we will fold it in half vertically. And then that point right where it meets is the center, and I'm just going to mark that with a straight pin like that, and that'll give us a good sense of where to start our first stitches on the chart here. The next thing we're going to do is stretch the fabric on our hoop, and I'm going to center this fabric over the inner ring and then slip the outer ring over that. It's okay if it's not exact. The fabric's a little stiff, so it's going to be a little bit awkward at first. Alright, so once we've got that outer ring slipped over the inner ring, I'm going to tighten it down just a little bit, not all the way. And then I'm going to start pulling the fabric, because we want it taut as a drum. So I'm going to pull on the edges of the fabric, tighten the ring down, and then repeat that process several times. I've finished tightening my fabric down, and I want to check how tight that is. I should flick, when I flick it, it should sound like a drum. That's how tight we want it. All right, I'm going to set this aside for just a second. The next thing that we're going to do is find the center of the chart, and that is where we're going to start our first stitches. So to find the center of the chart, reference these arrows on the horizontal and the vertical axes and follow them to the center, and you'll see that the center of the chart is this little diamond symbol here, which corresponds to the orange color on the key. And you're going to want to keep this outer package image as a reference, because that will help you match up the correct color. You can see there's two different oranges in this kit, and just to make sure that it's the proper one, you want to reference back to the original image. All right, since I'm starting with the orange, I am going to cut a strand no longer than 18 inches. And the reason why we don't go longer than 18 inches is you're just going to start running into a lot of tangles if you cut your thread much longer than that. And then I'm going to separate 2 strands of this floss. Each bundle of embroidery floss comes with 6 strands, individual strands of floss. And in order to do this with the minimum amount of tangles, I've pulled my 2 strands off, and I'm separating them and then letting it untwist, separating it, let it untwist, and letting some twist out of that side. All right, I'm going to set the remaining 4 strands aside because we're going to use all of that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is thread my needle with the 2 strands. So you're not going to double up this thread. You're actually going to just leave a 3 to 4 inch tail. And I like to run my fingers down this tail and thread several times. It'll help crease the thread so that it doesn't slip out of the needle as easily. Okay, now we're ready to start our first stitches. Okay, so reading this chart, starting in the center, I know I've got 3 crosses to the right, and then 4 above that, and then 4 above that. So I'm going to remove my pin and then start by coming up in the center. And on the back side, I'm going to use my fingers to hold my tail down so that the tail doesn't come through the canvas. And I'm going to work 3 stitches, just one direction. And I'm going to make sure that I'm securing my tail on this back side. So I'm just going to work 3 legs of the cross stitch stitches, one direction, and then I'm going to go back the other way. And that's just makes it a little bit more efficient, especially because we're going to end up doing hundreds of these before we're all said and done. Okay, so now that I've got 3 stitches going the right direction, I'm going to come back and cross over to make my little X's. Okay, now that I've finished my first row of 3, I'm going to go to the row above that, and I'm counting 4 cross stitches in the orange. So I'm going to repeat that process of referencing back to my chart and then doing the stitches.